Hello and welcome to BrainChecker's YouTube channel. The book we would be discussing today is The Snowball. It describes the life of one of the greatest investors, Warren Buffett. As a child, Warren found comfort and joy in statistics and numbers. He was born in United States on August 20, 1930. His father was a well-liked stockbroker who managed to sell reliable securities and bonds during the crash period, hence the family was able to live comfortably during the 1930s. Due to a tough home, Warren was eager to find an escape. He loved school because it got him away from home and taught him more about mathematics. Young Warren was interested in numbers, probabilities, and statistics. When he was 9 years old, Warren was already making money by selling packs of gum and bottles of Coke to his neighbors. A year later, he was selling peanuts at football games at the University of Omaha. In 1942, his family had moved to Washington, after his dad joined politics. It was here that Warren started delivering papers and selling subscriptions. Since Warren earned a portion of the collected subscription fees, he was a highly motivated paperboy and a stickler for making sure his customers paid up. Remarkably, he was earning around $175 per month at this time, more than most of the teachers at his school. Before long, his savings had grown to $1,000. He cruised through school and college effortlessly. He was rejected by Harvard Business School, which turned into a blessing since he ended by studying under Benjamin Graham of Columbia University. The author of the book Intelligent Investor and a man whose mentorship left quite an impression on Buffett. Buffett learned about the importance of investigating a company from top to bottom in order to determine its intrinsic value, the amount of money it's actually worth. This value is then compared to its perceived value, which is how much the stock is currently selling for on the market. When a company's intrinsic value is far higher than its perceived value, it was an undervalued business worth investing in. Graham's success rested on the fact that perceived value will eventually rise to meet intrinsic value. Buffett married his college sweetheart, Susie Thompson, in 1952. In 1953, Buffett started working for Ben Graham's investment firm, Graham Newman. Even though he was pretty good at working stocks, his desire to become his own boss took the better of him. In 1956, he launched Buffett Associates. It would only include friends and relatives, and there would be simple rules behind every investment so that no one could be disappointed or have unrealistic expectations. Graham decided to retire and close up shop, and he recommended Buffett as a reliable man for his clients to invest their money with. In his first year as his own boss, Buffett began a series of 8 partnerships based on different sets of friends who gave him anywhere between $50,000 to $120,000 to invest. Buffett's philosophy was simple. He only invested in undervalued stocks, and that any earnings would then be reinvested in these same stocks. This led him to deliver a consistent and growing return year on year. In the companies which he found worthy, he would go all in, investing such that it earned him a seat on the company board, to ensure that the company management didn't do something stupid to lose the investors' money. Charlie Munger, a Californian lawyer and part-time investor, became good friends with Buffett. They later became business partners. Buffett made one excellent investment. In 1963, American Express was involved in a soybean scandal, due to which its stock hit an all-time low. Buffett poured in $13 to $15 million in American Express at that time, knowing very well that it would bounce back, and it did, and it brought the partnership unprecedented rewards. Enough for Buffett to start buying entire businesses. One of the first buyouts was a business that would come to define Buffett, the small Massachusetts textile manufacturer, Berkshire Hathaway, where he bought an ownership stack at 49%. Even though Buffett is closely associated with Berkshire Hathaway now, it had many problems related to the textile industry and requirement of modern equipments. Buffett had simple rules. Things should be easy, safe, profitable, and pleasant. He would never buy stock in a company that offered a product or service he didn't fully understand. No involvement with businesses that had potential or proven human problems such as impending layoffs, plant closings, or a history of executives fighting with labor unions. He also firmly believed that reliable businesses have reliable management, so when Buffett made his acquisitions, he made sure they were being run by good people. Buffett got in the habit of sitting down with company managers and getting to know them well. He wanted to make sure they were enthusiastic people that he could trust. These were smart moves, and by the end of 1966, the partnership was doing better than ever, outperforming the market by 36%. He then purchased a controlling interest in the Omaha Sunday, and also won the Pulitzer Prize for Outstanding Regional Journalism. After this success, Buffett then set his sights on a national newspaper, the prestigious Washington Post. Buffett also had his share of troubles and early challenges, like the case involving Buffalo Evening News. or Wall Street trading house Salomon Brothers, or the buyout of Wesco and the ugly tussle between him and the Santa Barbara Financial Company. Santa Barbara Financial filed a complaint with the Security Exchange Committee (SEC) claiming Buffett and Munger purposely overpaid Wesco in order to ruin the planned merger. The SEC launched an investigation into Buffett and Munger's tangled web of over 30 companies. Buffett was extremely anxious. Thankfully, in the end, the SEC only issued one warning and no individuals were named. He also faced a lot of problems in his own marriage, resulting in Susie shifting to San Francisco. Warren Buffett's reputation took a downward turn in the 1990s. As technology stocks became all the rage, Buffett remained utterly uninterested in the Nasdaq. Actually, he was doing better than fine between 1978 and 1991, his net worth jumped from $89 million to $3.8 billion and rising. And since becoming CEO of Berkshire Hathaway in 1986, that company's stock continued to soar, trading at $8,000 per share in 1991 and soon topping $10,000. Buffett and Bill Gates were good friends, their conversation used to last hours at a stretch, and they went on to remain close friends. Unpleasant events in the early 2000s made Buffett re-evaluate his life and goals. This led him to believe that he needed to give more time to his kids, and he gave 85% of Berkshire Hathaway, which was worth $36 billion at the time, to the Bill Melinda Gates Foundation, and he divided another $6 million between Susie's charitable foundation and the other foundations set up for his kids. The key message in this book: for much of Warren Buffett's life, he had a one-track mind rolling his snowball. This meant constantly investing and reinvesting the earnings. His relatively simple but thorough method for picking stocks to invest in had nothing to do with business trends or technology. Though he could calculate a company's monetary value quite quickly, he found success by paying attention to the human element of a business. With that, I come to the end of this video. Please like, share and comment on our video. Please subscribe to our channel for great content. Thanks.